Hello everyone, Trevorius here, and today I want to teach you how to jungle with a purpose. Now this video will be more for those players who are new to the jungle, so don't expect any super advanced tips. And this is mostly because the jungle is really intimidating for new players. Every other role is fairly straightforward. You go into a lane, you last hit creeps, or if you're a support you help your laner last hit creeps, and you attempt to kill your enemy laner and not die to them. Now the jungle is completely different, and one of the biggest mistakes new players make when beginning to jungle is thinking they're now playing League of Legends PvE mode. Now I was a jungler who used to play a lot of Devour champs, and I understand where this mentality comes from. The jungle gives a lot of golden experience, and honestly, it's very easy to just stay in the jungle and treat it like it's PvE. But that doesn't work in an actual game. You can't just wander around in the jungle and occasionally pop out to gank if you feel like it. You have to have a purpose. You see, every other role has already been given their purpose, and it's the same every game. Now your purpose will be different every game, and it will constantly be changing throughout that game. Sometimes you may need to be farming, sometimes you may have to be consistently ganking, sometimes you may be on ward duty, and occasionally you may just have to sit in a bush and wait for a kill if you so see fit. But I can't tell you how to make your own jungling decisions. I mean, there are literally millions of different situations that could arise depending on champions in the game, who's fed, what time in the game it is, and many other minute factors that, when combined, make every game unique. It's just impossible to tell you what to do. So instead of that, I will be teaching you how to learn to make your own decisions. And this will sound very simple, but it will be more difficult in practice. All you have to do is jungle with a purpose. Now, if you ever find yourself doing anything as a jungler, anything, but you don't know why, then you're wrong. And I don't care what you're doing, you're wrong. As a jungler, you always have to have a reason for doing something. It may not be a great reason, it can even be a really short reason, but you have to have a reason. Now, just to give a quick example of what I mean, let's say you're farming a camp. If your reasoning is, well, there's nothing else to do, then let me enlighten you. First off, you could be ganking. Oh, but my lanes are pushed in. Okay, well then that's part of your reasoning. You could also back to buy items. Oh, well, I don't have enough gold. Well, then that adds more to your reason. You could also go ward or counter gank. Oh, but I know where the enemy jungler is and he's not near. Well, then you've completed your reasoning. You are farming because it's the most efficient way to get gold at that moment since you don't have enough gold to get the items you currently want. Boom. And that's a fairly simple example with a huge process of why that simple decision was made, but I think that's the best way to illustrate my point. You can't just have reasons for doing something big like getting a dragon or venturing into the enemy's jungle. You need to have a reason for any action you're doing. Try not to find yourself doing something just because you needed something to do. You'll never improve as a jungler that way. Now this makes you a better jungler because eventually you will instinctively know what to do in more situations. As you make decisions, you'll find that sometimes your reasonings suck and you may be outright wrong. And through making mistakes, you'll learn to make better decisions. Maybe next time you won't venture into the enemy jungle with no wards, or maybe you won't gank bot when you're at 30% health, or maybe you'll gank top instead of stalling and taking krugs. Your decision making will improve on your own as long as you slowly develop reasons for your actions. For all you new junglers out there, you will mess up a lot, and I really don't recommend jungling in ranked until you have quite a few games of jungle under your belt in norms, otherwise you're just setting yourself up for failure. Even me, a Diamond 4 jungler, will mess up many times every game. My stream can vouch for that, I swear. I make mistakes all the time, but I now know that my reasoning was poor and I can improve that for the games ahead. Thanks for watching the video, guys. I hope you can use this to slowly start developing your own jungle senses. If you did enjoy the video, I'd really appreciate it if you left a like and subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.